Okay, guys, we're going to do our predictions for the finals. This is the finals ladder. You got Geelong. Oh, wait. I was in Google. So I just did it there and I was like, for some reason it wouldn't work. So we're going to go back to the week 1, which is the elimination thing. Personally, I think Hawthorn will be able to pull off against Richmond. Is this the... Wait. Hi guys, TJHP Game here, and today I'll do another video on my channel, and today we'll be doing the finals ladder predictor. So let's get straight into it. Personally, I think Hawthorn might be able to pull off against Richmond. Richmond are just losing their touch, and I think that's what's going to put them off there. And I think Hawthorn will win that. Melbourne v Geelong, this is a hard one because last time they went up in round 18, Melbourne faced a 2-point loss, but I'm going to have to say this time Melbourne are going to come out firing. So that's Geelong gone. Now, Sydney Giants. So you got Giants and the Sydney Swans. Personally, I'm going to have to go with Sydney there because they have a higher advantage of playing, and even though they've both come off a loss, Sydney have just had more finals experience than Giants, I suppose. Now, West Coast Collingwood. I think Collingwood might be able to gain the opportunity here, so I'm going to have to go with Collingwood because they're just going to fire out in the finals now, especially with their first final being in a few years now. So this is going to put them down, and D's are also doing good for the elimination. So if we go to the semis, this is the semis. I think Sydney Swans will overdo the West Coast, and that's West Coast gone. And then Melbourne v Richmond, I think Melbourne might win that because it's just an over thing that Richmond are going to be losing their touch, and I think it will be a different premiership this year. Premierships, you got Hawthorn, Sydney, Collingwood, Melbourne. I'm going to say sorry to Melbourne. Collingwood are going to probably win that one there. On second thoughts, Melbourne, if they want to win, they're going to have to do something extreme. And Sydney Hawthorn, I think Sydney might be able to pull it off there. And now, let's go to the premiership. It's Sydney, Collingwood, and I personally think Collingwood might be able to do it. I think Collingwood would be able to do the finals without any problems and be able to wipe them out. Now, let's do a what if. So, we got Collingwood winning. I personally think Magpies would win in actual thoughts, but let's go back to week 1. All I have to do is just undo all these. What if the West Coast Eagles won? Wait, I'll do it from the top. Richmond won, Geelong won, Giants won, and the West Coast won. Come up to the semi-finals, you've got Geelong wins and Giants win. Then you got Giants and Geelong win. And then you got Geelong win. Or Giants win. Or this and Richmond end up pulling it off, or West Coast end up pulling it off. But yeah, I think personally, in my opinion, West Coast would be very imaginable to see them win, but in person, Collingwood, I personally think Collingwood would win it, especially even if it was against Sydney Swans. I think Collingwood would just overdo it, and they would kick a load of goals and would just do it. So I have to say, good luck for Collingwood in the finals. Even though my favourite team, Essendon, isn't in it, Essendon got 12 wins, I think. Only one draw this year, which was St Kilda and Giants, which is unexpected. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to say that my predictor thing, because all of them we won. I think all these teams come off a win. Richmond come off a win by 26 points. Hawks, Collingwood didn't start off with a win because the Hawks beat them. Cats win against the D's, so let's just say it's Sydney beat West Coast in the first round. So I have to say, I think with their starting wins, say they went up against Lions and won by 25. But in my opinion, I think that's what it's gonna have to be because I cannot think. So let's just go to Collingwood and see what they're about on their website because I've got nothing left to show. Final hub. All the finals info in one place. Enter the hub. So as you see, there's all the news. Just go to things, go back. Thing, but let's just say I personally think I'll do a lot of predictive for 2019 either this year or next year because I personally think next year Essendon might be sitting in that top 4, but I know that this year. Let's go up to round 23. As you can see, that was an awesome win by the Demons. Awesome win by nice win by West Coast. Nice win, good win for the Hawks to lead them into the finals for a very close fight. Crows won that much? What the hell? Carlton aren't that good of a team because I can just straight see it. So I already know I'm putting Carlton this next year. They're probably going to end up sitting like 15th, 14th. But yeah, when I went for my thing, I originally put Essendon as the premiership, but I knew that wouldn't happen. It would either be Richmond or one of the top 4s. But the 5 to 8 probably would have an advantage at thing. But yeah. So that's what I'm going to have to say. I'm going to have to say goodbye now because that's all I had planned for this episode. So yes, guys, I'm predicting the Magpies as the premiership. So I hope you all have enjoyed this video. If you do, smash that like button. Let's see if we can get up to 3 likes. And then I might release a 2019 ladder probably for my next video. And also semi-finals for my own footy cards thing will start we'll start probably this weekend, and we're gonna have I don't know what I did. I don't know Essendon was sitting first, but Essendon's playing in the prelims. It's Giants versus. Can't remember who Giants are going up against. I think it's West Coast. No, Giants aren't going up against West Coast. It's North Melbourne, West Coast, Giants, something, but you know. But I hope you all have enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next time. See ya. Bye.